Welcome to a story that unfolds in the bustling corridors of a high school, a place that mirrors the dynamics of the world outside. It's here where we meet Andrew, a teenager with an observant eye and a kind heart, and Mia, the new student, quiet and reserved, trying to find her place in this new world. Today, we're diving into a journey about empathy and compassion, about breaking down barriers and building connections. This isn't just any story, it's a reflection of our lives, of the power we hold to transform our relationships and communities. Andrew noticed how Mia often seemed lost in her thoughts, her gaze lingering on the bustling school corridors with a mix of curiosity and apprehension. In those quiet moments, Andrew saw a reflection of his own once reserved self. He remembered how daunting it was to be in a new environment, surrounded by unfamiliar faces. This realization stirred a deep sense of empathy within him. It wasn't just about understanding Mia's situation, it was about feeling it, as if her experiences were his own. This was the first step in Andrew's journey towards cultivating true empathy, not just as a concept, but as a heartfelt response to another person's emotional world. As Andrew reached out to Mia, extending an invitation to join his group for lunch, he was met with resistance from his friends. They couldn't comprehend why Andrew was drawn to the new girl who barely spoke a word. Andrew, however, saw beyond the superficial judgments. He recognized the underlying barriers, the societal stereotypes, and the hesitation to embrace someone outside their established social circle. These barriers, he realized, were what often stifled compassion and empathy in their purest forms. It was a reflection of a larger societal pattern where people are often categorized and judged based on superficial attributes rather than understood as individuals with their own unique stories and experiences. In our society, numerous barriers prevent the cultivation of compassion. These include prejudices, societal norms, and the fear of stepping out of our comfort zones. These barriers are prevalent in various environments, from schools to professional settings like emergency medicine, where empathy is crucial, yet often challenged by external pressures and constraints. Undeterred by the initial setbacks, Andrew's resolve to connect with Mia only grew stronger. He began to engage her in small conversations, asking about her favorite books, music, and her life before moving to this city. Each dialogue opened a window into Mia's world, her passions, her worries, and her aspirations. Andrew listened not just with his ears, but with his heart. He shared his own experiences, building a bridge of mutual understanding and trust. It was through these genuine interactions that empathy started to blossom. Andrew began to see the world through Mia's eyes, to understand the courage it took for her to face each day in a new place, to recognize the strength behind her quiet demeanor. This growing empathy enriched Andrew's own perspective, teaching him the value of seeing beyond the surface. Empathy is like a muscle. It grows and strengthens through practice. Engaging in empathetic behaviors such as active listening and perspective-taking enhances our ability to connect with others on a deeper level. This growth in empathy is associated with positive social behaviors, better communication skills, and more fulfilling relationships. One day, a challenge arose. Mia was struggling with a group project, feeling overwhelmed and isolated. Andrew, who had grown attuned to Mia's unspoken emotions, noticed her distress. He approached her, not with empty words, but with a sincere offer to help. Together, they worked on the project, Andrew providing guidance, yet allowing Mia to express her ideas. It was a gesture that transcended mere understanding. It was compassion in its truest form. This act of kindness was not lost on their peers. Andrew's approach demonstrated that compassion is not passive. It's an active choice to alleviate someone's suffering, to stand by them not as a savior, but as a supportive ally. Compassion, distinct from empathy, involves a proactive approach to reduce another's suffering. It's about taking that extra step from understanding to doing, from feeling to helping. The bond between Andrew and Mia flourished. They became each other's support system, celebrating each other's achievements and offering comfort during tough times. Their friendship, rooted in empathy and compassion, became a model for others. Soon, their classmates began to mirror Andrew's empathetic behavior. The classroom, once a place of cliques and isolation, transformed into a community of mutual respect and understanding. It was a testament to how empathy and compassion can reshape not only individual relationships, but also the broader social dynamics. Empathy and compassion are powerful forces in transforming relationships. They create a positive feedback loop, strengthening bonds and fostering a sense of belonging and acceptance. The impact of Andrew and Mia's friendship extended far beyond their immediate circle. The entire school began to feel the change. Students were more open, teachers noticed an increase in collaborative efforts, and there was a newfound sense of empathy permeating the halls. This transformation was a vivid illustration of the ripple effect of compassion. One act of kindness had sparked another, creating a wave of empathy and understanding that resonated throughout the school. The cultivation of compassion in individual relationships can ripple outwards, positively influencing entire communities. This domino effect can lead to a more empathetic and cohesive society, where understanding and support are the norm rather than the exception. As our story concludes, we see that empathy and compassion are more than just feelings. They are powerful tools that can transform our lives and the world around us. Like Andrew and Mia, we all have the capacity to make a difference, one compassionate act at a time. Thank you for joining us on this journey of understanding the magic of compassion and empathy. Remember, every small act of understanding and kindness can change a life.